From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now, the latest news.
Kylie Conway has the latest news. The top headlines. News you can use.
Please stand by.
Sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling. Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Friday, February 19th. No snow in the forecast today. That's the good news. Bad news is we're still dealing with really cold temps. We'll only climb to the upper teens to the low 20s today. Tomorrow will be another cold one. Finally Sunday. And into next week, we start to rebound into warmer temperatures. There is some 40-degree days in the 8-day forecast. Okay, two sports stories stormed to the top of local news today. One, the Colts land a new quarterback. Carson Wentz comes to Indianapolis in a trade with Philadelphia. Two, the countdown to the Indianapolis 500 hits 100 days, and it comes with a big reveal. So today, we will see the newest face on the side of the Borg Warner Trophy. No stranger to the trophy, though. It's a familiar one. Takuma Sato is a two-time champ after winning the race. The Twitter for the trophy, the Twitter account, has sent out a sneak peek at the jawline earlier this month. But today, we'll see the whole thing. The full unveiling is set for this afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Speedway. At the Speedway Museum. Sato's team owners will be part of it too, including a special video message from David Letterman himself. It will all stream online. We've got a link for that on our website, wishtv.com, if you'd like to watch. Okay, to the Colts' new quarterback. Players sound ready to get to work with Carson Wentz. Wish TV's player analyst Darius Leonard tweeted after word of the trade got out yesterday. He wrote, "Let's get to work. Welcome to Indy. Can't wait to see what the future holds at the 317." And this morning, we got new word from wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. He also tweeted out, "Congrats to my new teammate. Can't wait to get to work." According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Colts traded a 2021 third-round draft pick and a 2022 second-round draft pick that could turn into a first-rounder. Wentz now gets to reunite with Frank Reich, who is his offensive coordinator in Philadelphia. Former Colts coach Tony Dungy says it is a perfect fit.
Carson Wentz has a lot of talent. He's young, and I think the Colts will get the best out of him. I say that because the Colts have a tremendous offensive line. They've got good running backs, some talented receivers, but more than anything, Frank Reich knows Carson. He knows how to get the best out of him.
The Horseshoe has not made the official announcement yet, but the team did post a picture on Twitter after the news, and it was just a still shot of Frank Reich at a podium just smiling, like at a post-game press conference or something. It was pretty much saying, oh, he's happy that this is happening. And today, President Biden will participate in a virtual G7 event. The president will use the meeting to announce a plan for a $4 billion global vaccine effort. So Biden is set to pledge an initial $2 billion and then an additional $2 billion once other nations also contribute. The money is meant to help efforts to vaccinate people in low and middle income countries. It would help the COVID-19 Vaccines Global Access, or COVAX initiative, led by the World Health Organization. Indiana is now a top priority for the National Education Association to get more vaccines and to get teachers next in line for them. Right now, certain special education staff are eligible to get vaccinated, but that's it. The Indiana State Teachers Association says they're making districts across the state aware that they can qualify. But other than that, they're still left without answers from the state. The association says it has reached out to state officials and just keeps being ignored. The only way they find out any information, they say, is every Wednesday during Governor Holcomb's coronavirus update. Letters from school districts like Noblesville and Westfield were sent to the governor's office pushing for teachers to be next in line to get the vaccine. But the association says nothing was ever mentioned or done after the letters were sent. They're now pushing for the state to mimic Kentucky's plan.
And I don't think that Kentucky has said, we're going to push grandma and grandpa out of the way in order to get educators. They have figured out a system whereby they are able to do both at the same time. And we're saying that Indiana has that ability, and we would like them to be working with the neighboring states into how have they been able to roll that out.
More than 85,000 teachers and support staff in Kentucky have received their first dose of the vaccine. The state is set to finish administering that first dose to all K-12 educators this week who want it. Governor Holcomb has yet to release a plan for teachers. ISTA created a take action at the beginning of February, asking the state to prioritize teachers for the vaccine. The response has been overwhelming. They now need a plan from the state to put it into place. Indiana businesses are protected now from some COVID-19 related lawsuits. Governor Holcomb signed the Republican-backed bill yesterday. It provides immunity from civil liability if someone is exposed to the coronavirus on business or school property. The law is retroactive to March 1st of 2020, just before the first coronavirus infection was confirmed in the state. Supporters say the protections are key to economic recovery. Those who oppose it believe the bill could block lawsuits against nursing homes. And Pfizer is testing its vaccine on women who are pregnant. The first group in a trial got their first doses. Researchers want to learn if the vaccine increases any risk to the women and their unborn children. Health officials say pregnant women have a better chance of severe illness if they get COVID-19. 4,000 women in 9 countries are taking part. They are all 24 to 34 weeks along. The study will monitor the babies until they are 6 months old. Now to some drama at the Indiana State House.
I was saying something to Representative Lucas. Representative Eberhardt got upset. He thought I was talking directly at him. I was not. Then he called me out my name.
Tempers flared among state lawmakers. News 8 witnessed emotions boil over in the House chambers during what was supposed to be a vote on a controversial bill. People started shouting and booing while a state representative shared personal accounts as a black man. 2 lawmakers took a disagreement into the hallway. So, who you just heard from was Democrat Vanessa Summers. She was describing a heated exchange with Republican Sean Eberhardt. The bill is related to the South Bend School Corporation. Some lawmakers called the proposal discriminatory and racist. Several Republican members said loudly, "No," and "Stop." Once everyone made their way back into the room, Speaker Todd Houston addressed the incident.
We need to let people offer and be passionate and be responsible in their debate. We also have to make sure we don't impugn motives.
Representative Eberhardt sent us a statement saying, "Not one time did I make a derogatory remark or behave in any aggressive manner."
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Sue, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
Carmel police promise more transparency. The department is rolling out a traffic stop dashboard. It's where you can see how many warnings and tickets officers give. An I-Team 8 investigation in 2019 found Carmel police ticketed black drivers almost 18 times more often than white drivers. In the dashboard, each stop can be filtered into categories like driver's race, ethnicity, gender, age, and the type of violation. Carmel PD says the dashboard will update each month. Ivanka Trump says she will not make a run for Congress, at least not now. That's according to spokespeople for Trump and Marco Rubio, dismissing rumors that Trump wants Rubio's spot in the Senate. Rubio is up for re-election next year. Ivanka Trump released a statement calling Rubio a good personal friend. Trump has not ruled out a future run for office. 6 Capitol officers are suspended. Another 35 are under investigation for their actions during the riot at the Capitol building last month. Federal officials are not saying why the officers are in trouble or what disciplinary actions they might face. The number of suspensions may grow, though, as investigators sift through video and tips that officers may have been involved in the insurrection.
Ted Cruz is an embarrassment to the United States of America. He's an embarrassment to the state of Texas.
People in Houston, Texas are calling on Senator Ted Cruz to resign. Protesters stood outside his home as he returned from a trip to Cancun. The backlash is from video showing Cruz boarding a plane with his family. He left for vacation as millions of Texans are living through a power crisis and freezing temperatures. Cruz says he's been in constant communication with state and local leaders to get to the bottom of the problems with the state's power grid, but he also says he regrets flying to Mexico.
As I said, really from the moment I sat on the plane, I began really second-guessing that decision and saying, look, I know why we're doing this, but but I've also got responsibilities.
Senator Cruz had said earlier in a statement that he flew to Cancun for one night with his daughters to be a good dad. And more people have power in Texas. Current reports say about 200,000 homes and businesses are in the dark, down from 3 million yesterday. A different problem is growing, though: water. It's all fallout from this week's snow and record cold. Some 7 million homes, including those in Austin and San Antonio, are under orders to boil the water before they drink it. The state says pressure in water systems is too low because of pipes bursting and freezing, and people leaving faucets running so they won't freeze. The governor's asking people to shut off water to the whole house instead of letting it drip. But the forecast is finally giving the state a break. Temperatures should rise above freezing in many spots for the first time in 6 days.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of Mars, ready to begin seeking the sands of top.
Quite the celebration, 203 days and 293 million miles in the making. NASA's rover touched down without intervention from its team in California. The rover sent back the first images from the landing site at the Jezero crater. Scientists say it's an ancient lake bed. NASA says you can expect to see video return on Monday. The Twitter account for the rover posted, simple but effective message here: "I'm safe on Mars. Perseverance will get you anywhere." As we've told you here, he talked about on the podcast, an assistant professor at Purdue University played a key role in choosing the landing site.
It feels incredible. It's such a huge relief. It's incredibly exciting. We can't wait to get going. We're going to start planning our first, week of operations tonight. Our first shift starts at, I think, 9:45 tonight. So we're excited to get going.
Brittany Taylor says she and her students will be part of Percy's everyday life on Mars. The rover is now scheduled to undergo weeks of testing. It's planned to trek across the planet for 2 years, collecting samples and searching for evidence of ancient life. There's a donation drop off of Monument Circle today. It runs from 10 a.m. to 1. The donations will go to the Horizon House and the Veterans Support Council. Leaders at downtown Indy say it's part of the effort to bring people back downtown to support businesses as the city gears up for big events like the Big Ten and NCAA basketball tournaments.
Even though downtown represents a little over 1% of the total landmass of the county, it generates 15% of the revenue for city services. So when downtown's economy starts to struggle, that entire community will feel its effect.
Organizers say anyone who makes a donation will get a March Madness mask. Finally, to business headlines, Eli Lilly and Company will gain exclusive worldwide license to Regal Pharmaceuticals Inc.'s autoimmune and inflammatory diseases treatment. Regal will receive an upfront cash payment of $125 million and then will get millions more if the drug meets certain goals. Lilly wanted access to the drug because it's a new approach to treat various autoimmune, inflammatory, and neurodegenerative disorders. American Airlines and JetBlue started selling tickets on each other's airlines. The airlines later expect to expand the partnership to earn and burn benefits for each other's frequent flyer programs. The airlines say they need to be creative to get through the devastation of the pandemic. Americans installed record amounts of solar and wind energy during the pandemic. Installations of wind and solar power soared 61% over the previous year, with 33.6 gigawatts added to the grid in 2020. That's enough energy to power roughly 11 million homes for a year and nearly 50% higher than the previous record set in 2016. Many Americans are sheltering in their jobs. LinkedIn found 74% of workers say they're staying in their current role till the pandemic is over. Many say they didn't have the time or energy to make a job switch right now. New organic Reese's Cups hit store shelves and the internet. They're available in dark and milk chocolate. The new organic candies are USDA organic, non-GMO, project certified, and Rainforest Alliance certified. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway. Online at wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV. Have a great weekend, everybody.
The News 8 Daily 8 is sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast on News 8 Daily 8 with Kylie Conway. And be sure to discover even more great podcasts now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.